A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Notorious Victoria
Welcome one and all, this is Blaezer RTW, I hope you are well. You join me for a 3v3 31k, let's get into it. This is actually the one played straight after the last one, which was the elephant one that had the elephants in it. So the players are virtually the same, except the teams are a little bit different, so it'd be interesting to see how we do. So I've gone the House of Skippy. I've got 4 archers, 2 armoured generals, 4 Praetorian cav, and then the rest of them urbans. In our centre we have Bacchus Malus. He's got 5 royal pikes in a tight formation, and then 4 in a long loose formation covering his 5 Cretan archers. And then I think that's going to be 6 companion cavalry. And then on our right flank we've got the Ace of Spades. He's gone for quite a lot of archers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 archers. I make that 5 urbans and then 6 cav. Those urbans must be pretty tasty. I don't know, his cav must be pretty tasty. Yeah, nice. Okay. So you can see they're a bit like non-standard. That's obviously to do with the opposition. Let's now go and have a look at them. So on their left we've got Clash. He's got an 2 early legionary cohorts, plus urbans, 6 cav. In the centre we got Jack Frost. He's got 2 chariots there, and then his 4 other chariots here. What's that? 4 head hurlers and then a load of chosen swordsmen. Normally I think what you would tend to have is maybe these 4 swordsmen would actually be head hurlers, I think, is generally what's done with Britannia. I've never used them in 31k, so anyone else feel free to chip in. And then on their right flank is Stinger. He's gone Pontus. He has got 5 side chariots, some chariot archers, probably 6 archers, 5, 6, 7 archers, and then the rest of them bronze shields in the centre there. So yeah, it's a nice little mix. Let's see what happens. I think what I'll do for the beginning, because we can sort of guess what's going to happen in the short term, the Britannia chariot archers are going to move up. Pontus is going to move all his archers and things up. I'm going to get the hell over to Macedon. And then we're going to face up, and they're going to lose all their arrows while we try and take out their cav until we're ready to fight infantry. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, alright, what I might do is just cut it out actually, just to save you looking at it, because there's not too much going on. One thing you should note is how wide the action that Clash is taking on the flanking over there on our right, and you can see how spread out all these are over here. So I will be back in a second. Okay, so yeah, it probably looks a little bit different. I can't remember how I left it with you, but Pontus is moving his pikes up towards me. Macedon has come over to the right. Obviously originally he was here to get the barbarians. I've got my cav, and I've gone for a cheeky little dink on one of his archers over here. Probably that lot there, but you know, he chased them off for a little bit, but it doesn't really do a lot. Yeah, other than that, he's been shooting me up. I'm about to just fall back a little bit more, just so we're a little bit in a tighter formation. You can see how far they're spread out. Clash is, I think he's still making his way out this way. Yeah, he's coming out this way. These archers are slowly but surely getting taken down, the chariot archers. You can see the chariots coming out from the right. The Britannia infantry is going to come up. I think he looks at this whole, like, you know, he thinks it's quite nice. I do remember this part of this battle just purely because I just remember Ace saying he's got Pontus coming between Macedon and this, so you'll see my army shift shortly into that little gap to plug that hole. Okay. Right, so you can see, I think Bacchus was thinking of doing something with his companion cavalry, but the chariots came forward and they thought better of it. Pontus is now going to move up his pikes, where his chariots are. They're well out to the right. Don't think we've got any archers. We've got the Cretans, but they're otherwise engaged, I think, so I know they are flaming them slightly, so that's pretty good. You can see Macedon's got a nice long line here with his spears just to stop anything. I guess that's a chariot defender. That's his main army, which he'll probably use for either Rome or the swordsman. We've got well overkill for these, but we obviously don't want to get hit. He doesn't want his infantry getting hit in the flank by those chariot archers. Can still see Clash slowly moving around the sides there, so he's going for a full flanking action. You can see I've sent my generals out again just to have a little dig at his archers. Is he going to send his cav in response? Yeah, I've managed to rout them, but I'm guessing there's quite a few left. Yeah, there's going to be they'll come back. But still, just a little bit of needling there. You know, I mean, that's what those armoured generals are for, really, just to, you know, most people would use them. They'd make them the general and use them for the routing ability. Sit behind their troops and they're engaged and just constantly hit the routing ability, but they are pretty good, obviously, for taking out archers. I need to face them up the other way, though, because they're just going to get shot in the back. Head hurlers are moving in. This is why the archer auxiliary are getting involved now. They're going to try and take out these head hurlers who are going to try and decimate these pikes, which they would do, but not that many of them. I think they'd still do pretty well against the barbarian troops there. Yeah, I've gone for another cheeky little dig. They're going to come back as well, but every little helps. Yeah, so you can see we're definitely sort of set our stall out to defend. The Scythe chariots are still out here on the right. Bit of posturing going on. You can see the skirmish is going. They've been destroyed by the archer auxilia. That'll make him think twice about those two head hurlers, bringing them up until everything's engaged. Bacchus can now straighten his lines up and bring them back in a little bit tighter to the infantry in the middle, so that's going to be pretty good. I would have thought... Where's my cav? Ah, there's some of it there, yeah. So I'm pulling all my cav back now. That would make me think that we're feeling an attack's going to come in on the left. Oh yeah, no, there you go. It's because I got that shout I was on about earlier. So I'm moving across to the centre now to match up against the Britannia. I should obviously be marrying up against the Julii, really, but Bacchus has got a little bit of a defensive line there, so that, and Ace's cavalry's there as well, plus obviously all our cavalry if we need it. So yeah, it looks like it's all going to kick off. Here come all the chosen swordsmen coming into the occasion. I'm just getting I just want to push myself in front of the pikes a little bit. I've changed my direction and now I'm going to try and set up. I think we're just going to collide in the middle. You can see Pontus is moving up his infantry against the other SBQR. Yeah, I didn't quite cover my corner there, which isn't the worst thing in the world. You can see the chariots have gone straight into the pikes. They would have been better off until now when everything's engaged. All manner of hell's breaking loose. You can see all the calves coming in from the back. My calves coming over to give everything a hand as well. Still some chariots there. I'm just keeping an eye on what the Julii is doing. Not a lot. The scythe chariots haven't come in yet, which is a little bit surprising. No, a couple of them have, but not all of them. Pontus hasn't actually engaged his units yet. I would have thought they would have been better off using the old shock value there, putting absolutely everything in, because they could have surrounded us basically. Okay, so Ace has pulled his cavalry out. Not sure where my cavalry is. I think it's in there somewhere. You can see the Julii making a strike from the rear onto a bit of my cavalry. There goes the Britannia general. That's unlucky for him. Chariots are running amok in the background. All the Julii sending his infantry across. Bacchus needs to form up if he can. I did notice a bit of my cav coming out the side here. I'm going to try and take out these head hurlers. My units are obviously holding up alright against the chosen swordsman. It's only that first shock you need to worry about. Once you get to this stage, they're not going to win. In comes me for a little cav just to help that on its way. That's routed off all of those Britannia units, so I can now turn around and face what's coming from behind. Pontus has been broken up nicely. His formation's been broken up nicely, so he can only come in bit by bit. Macedon has got a nice formation against the Urbans over there, so that's pretty good. The Julia's bringing his cav round. We need to watch out. I'm sending my cav in against them. Am I going to get a nice little side soil? Yeah, that's not too bad. I was helping out my own cav. Really, if Macedon could turn around and charge, oh, he's going after them, that's fair enough. My guys are going to start routing out. That's the Pontus general gone now, so that's pretty good for us. Okay, so yeah, he's won with his cav on this side. I want to send my urbans over just to give him something to think about. Oh no, there he goes. I should be absolutely pouring around probably at least these two units here, move my general right up, and these guys should be like behind here now, somewhere like there, and just rushing in on behind. But yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just sitting them there for a minute. I'm obviously thinking about doing something else. I'm probably just microing these little guys on the side, trying to clear them up, but should be doing it a bit quicker really. I've got one bit of cav left, which I'm going to take out the back there anyway. Give him something to think about. He's actually going to come in for a good, Julia's going to come in for a good strike on my urbans that are there. My general's quite close, and now I'm going to close the other angle as well. So they're going to hold up quite well, those urbans. Bit of our infantry's all routing off there. Okay, so yeah, Macedon's clearing out these pikes. Or it's pretty 50-50 there actually. I think yeah, pretty 50-50, but Pontus has got some pikes coming to back him up, plus some Julii infantry. Yeah, I should really be given a hand here. I should probably split two of them off, come over this way, split two of them off, come around the back. This lot at the back here, which is probably what I'm concentrating on, this lot up here. Yeah, they should have been coming around doing that flanking action when I've had the chance, but he's obviously blocked off his units now, so yeah, I'm not being too helpful. He seems to be doing quite well. Ace has still got quite a lot of cav left. He's going to come in for a charge if he can rout that Julia general, which he doesn't need to because he's just killed him, so that's pretty good. Nicely done. That's routed the general. If we just chuck in our units now, that's going to do that. Pontus is clearing up the sort of what you call them, royal pikes out there at the back left. You can see Ace has sent a nice little blocker unit out. That's pretty good. My guys are eventually coming around the side now, but yeah, I should have pushed them all in a long time ago. Just about to surround that lot, which is I should have surrounded first of all because they were actually nearest me, so that's quite good. Okay, so yeah, Pontus is going to come and have a go at my general. Hopefully this guy will hold him up there, and then I can actually try and flank him. Britannia's got some swordsmen coming back, obviously, because they just insta-routed. Scythe chariots running them up with the Macedonian cav nearby. Oh yeah, here we go. Two nearly full urbans coming around the back. That's that's pretty good. In comes the last desperate attempt from the Julii. I'm going to just send in some urbans to see them off a minute, so they should hold up just enough time, which they have done. Looking at that left side is gone, so happy day should have happened 5 minutes ago, but what can you do? You see Pontus is still finishing off this last Royal Pikeman here. He's got a bit going into my general as well, but I should route these Britannia troops off and be able to come around the back of him, so that's not going to be too difficult. And yeah, I think that's the whole centre gone. So you've got left one unit of early legionary cohorts. Yeah, so happy days. That was a good battle. Trying to just sort of think. I mean, really, we obviously have the actual infantry advantage anyway. The thing is, what I find with barbarians is that there's no middle ground between either being battle winning or getting like 500-600 kills, because if they don't hit at the right time, then they don't really match up. So you shouldn't get destroyed if you don't get that first shock value in and get the first couple of units routing, and then just use the numbers just to sort of push the advantage home. So yeah, but we probably defended quite well. We obviously had Macedon there to protect against that, and two Roman armies. So yeah. Right, so yeah, I enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. Let's just forward through. There we go. Didn't have to wait that long. Average victory. We all did our part there. Good game to all. Right, see you later.
Call me, Blaezer.